Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Muhammad Faiz bin Muhammad Amin from section 6, and this is my Let File reflection video for web service technology. In this video, I will be reflecting on one of the web service projects I have developed, and I will also explain the roles of two important concepts in web service, which is the SOAP and WSDL, and how they work together in this project. Throughout this course, I have learned how different systems can communicate over the internet using standardized technologies. At first, I wasn't really sure what web service were. I thought it would just be something related to website, but after going through the lectures and practicals, I realized how powerful and important web services are in real-world application, especially when it comes to integrating systems. So let's go. What is a web service? Web service is an application component that allows two systems, often written in different language or running on different platforms, to communicate with each other over the internet using open protocols like HTTP, XML, and SOAP. Web service follow what we call the service-oriented architecture, or SOA. In SOA, services are designed to be loosely coupled, which means they can work independently. They can be published, discovered, and invoked. This allows for flexible and reusable integration between systems. In this course, we have focused mainly on SOAP-based web service, and we have used Java and NetBeans IDE to build and test them. We also learned about the three main standards used in web service. The first is the SOAP, which is used to send messages. WSDL, which describes the structure of the web service, and UDDI for the web service discovery. For my lab file, I choose to present the project I did in assignment 2, a simple but practical service which is called the code calculator service. The idea behind this service is simple and useful. It calculates the total selling price of gold based on two values. The first is the current gold price per gram, CGP, and second is the weight of gold in gram, WG. The calculation is just the multiplication of the two, the CGP multiplied by WG. So let's take a look into the code. So in this gold calculator service.java, first I use the word service to describe the service use, which is the gold calculator service. And then there is web method here, down here. It will describe the operation method. In this operation method, as you can see here, string count total price, it will take two parameters. The first is the X float value here, which is for the first value, the current gold price per gram, and second is the Y value, Y parameter here, the weight of gold in grams. And it will return the value of the multiplication of the two parameters down here, the X multiplied by Y. So when I deploy this in NetBeans and run the service, let's test the web service. So I can build the web service tester. For example, if I input the 264 for the current gold price per gram, and the weight of gram is 32, the count total price, it will return the multiplication of the two values here. The output will be 5,808. So RM 5,808. So now, why do we need the WSDL? WSDL here. Okay. WSDL, it stands for Web Service Description Language. It's a key part of any SOAP-based web service. It's actually an XML-based document that describes exactly how the web service works, what methods are available, what parameters they take, what kind of message should be sent. We can think of WSDL like a contract between service provider and the client. It tells the client what operations are available, what input parameters are required, what the expected output will look like, what communication protocol is used, and where to send the request. So WSDL document typically include this main section. As you can see here, the first is the types. The type is this define the data type used by the services. Second is the messages here. This will define the input and the output message. Next is this port type. This will describe the operation or method available. As you can see, the operation is the code calculator service and the method. Next is the binding. This will explain how the service is bound to SOAP and what style is used. You can see here the transport is in SOAP and the style is in the document. And lastly, the service down here. This will give the actual address or endpoint where the service live. As you can see there, the address location HTTP localhost 8080. This is where we test our web service on this website here when we run the application when we run the service from the NetBeans. So for my project, the WSDL file was auto-generated by NetBeans and it matched exactly with my count total price methods. So now let's go to how SOAP relates to WSDL. So first, SOAP stands for Simple Object Access Protocol. It's a messaging protocol that allows system to communicate by sending XML-based message over HTTP. So as you can see here, this is the typical SOAP request for my code calculator service, and this is the SOAP response. So how does WSDL help with this SOAP request and response? We know first that WSDL is a web service description language. It tells exactly how the web service works. So we go back to the WSDL here. First, the message section here. We will test the SOAP what parameters to include in the method for the count total price method here. So we go back to the SOAP request. The parameter include is the X value and the Y value for the request, and for the response parameter the output, the multiplication between the two. And then the operation in the port type. So for first operation is the count total price. We can see the count total price is in the SOAP request. It will for the request count total price, it will return the output of the count total price response here. Inside the SOAP response, we will return the value of the multiplication. And then the binding. The binding, as we talked earlier, it tells us that we are using SOAP over HTTP in a document style, and the service tell us where the service live, where to send the SOAP request. So SOAP is the communication protocol, and WSDL is the blueprint that tells you how to build your message correctly. without WSD. So WSDL will tell you what is allowed, and SOAP is how you send and receive information. Without WSDL, you won't know what to send, and without SOAP, you can't actually send it. So this project really helped me understand how all of these technologies come together in real world system. It's not just a theory, but it's something that applies to APIs, cloud service, and payment system. That is all from me. Thank you for watching my late file reflection video. I hope it helped you understand SOAP and WSDL better. Assalamualaikum and goodbye.